Hi guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 5:15 p.m.
Hi guys, so let me speak in a more rational manner. And also that last video looked like my face was blocked out. You know, like those police videos on the TV where they blank the face out. It was all misty on my last video and I couldn't see myself. I played it back and it looked like my face was all blocked out. So I'm more rational now. I've calmed down. So my son called me at 2:15. I was on the field. I'd already been, a small spaniel had already jumped on me and Max. The young lady, she was a blonde lady with a bun in her hair, pulled the dog off after it had jumped on Max about 4 times. So she pulled it off. I think she put it on the lead. She pulled it away. She was talking to the man with the beanie hat and the boxer dog. And there was 3 of them stood chatting. When my son called, the girl had already pulled the spaniel off of Max. So I talked to my son on my mobile for about 2 minutes. It wasn't very long because phone calls hurt my face. They cause me excruciating pain. And sometimes when a person is in pain, they can get angry. But I wasn't angry. I didn't get angry with the girl with the bun in her hair. I was quite rational and I just carried on walking. And I thought, well, if my son is going to meet me, I need to get home quick. So I saw there's a blonde lady in these flats who's just got a dog and she's going around the field the same time as me. She's a blonde lady and she's got a scruffy little puppy and she's been walking around the field at the same time as myself. So they've just got a dog and she's on the first floor as well and she's a blonde lady. So she keeps going out at the same time as me. And she was on the field walking a scruffy little puppy. And she went down that way and I turned round and cut off past. You see, if I hadn't have had that call, those people would have been gone and I would have walked the whole way around the field with Max, let him off and he would have had a run. But because I thought I needed to get home quickly, I went past the same 3 people again and that dog literally just would not leave me alone. I had Max in my arms because I saw them still there and I put him in my arms. I thought if Max was in my arms, the dog wouldn't jump over Max. But the small spaniel puppy bounded over and started jumping all over me, trying to get to Max. I thought Max was actually going to bite me. He was getting agitated. He didn't want that dog to jump all over him. So I was frightened I was going to get bitten by my own dog because he was getting agitated. It's always a Sunday. That Mark that approached me, he met me on a Sunday and asked me for my phone number because he'd seen my Instagram, you see. It's always a Sunday that's the worst day. It's always Sunday. Things happen on a Sunday. I don't know why, because the shop shut at 4, don't they? They shut at 4. So this girl apologises. But she should have automatically put that dog on a lead and it wouldn't have jumped all over me again. Simple as that. So why was she continuing to let that dog jump all over me and Max? Because when that jogger was on the field this morning, what did I do when Max barked at her once? I put him on the lead and I pulled him away and he didn't do it again. All I want to know is why she kept letting that dog jump all over me more than once. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't as if it was a floppy puppy. It wasn't an aggressive puppy. It was just heavy and it could have hurt somebody. So I walked past and I went home because I thought my son was going to meet me. I'd had a text yesterday saying that he was going to come down and meet me, his mum, and he hasn't turned up. I didn't see him at Christmas. I didn't see him at New Year. I haven't seen my son since about 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas. Right, this is ridiculous. So I'm waiting in my flat. I don't know whether to take my coat off, take my hat off, relax, go and do something. So I've got another bag full of rubbish because I'm going to clean my flat out, make it really, really, really tidy, really, really, really clean, and replace the stuff myself. Other people have promised to help me to replace things. They haven't, so I'm going to replace it myself, okay? I'll do it myself. I'm a woman on my own. I can't lift a heavy old bed downstairs, but somehow I'll do it all myself. I do everything myself. I usually do. It's all right, people moaning, but they don't help. They moan and complain, but they don't help. They physically abuse me or attack me mentally, but they don't help. In the past. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And of course, I started, I've had chicken, sweet and sour chicken with rice. I've had egg mayonnaise. I had a banana for breakfast. I've had numerous cups of coffee. If anybody that's gone through my videos knows I don't bloody like McDonald's. I don't like it. It's horrible. I don't like it. It's lukewarm burger and it gives me acid indigestion. It doesn't taste very nice. I don't like it. So that's not a big deal, missing out on a McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's. It's horrible. So I've got to take Max out again this evening, and my mother Jennifer usually rings. So I hope I don't get jumped over by a dog when I'm in the pitch black in the dark walking him around the field. Like I did the other night before. Lena! Lena! So I'm waiting indoors like a dummy. Keep waiting and waiting. What shall I do? Shall I get on and do something? So I start getting all my old DVD cases and putting them in a bag to throw out in the bin. And that's what I'm going to do later on, throw the old DVD cases out. My son told me to get a DVD storage unit. So when I get a call just after, 5, 4, whatever it was, Costa Coffee was shut. Now my son's come down to meet me before. He's come into my flat. We've had a coffee in the co-op. I've gone to the train station with him. He's over 20. He's not a young kid. He's an adult. He's not in McDonald's teenager, is he? He's an older chap. He's got a job. He's got his own business. So I'm just a bit pissed off. Because people let you down. And, you know, when you wait indoors all day, I wanted to go to church this morning. I told someone I was going to church. I waited for my son all day when I could have gone to church. I could have gone to Sainsbury's and got some food because I had the money. I was going to go to church. Next Sunday, I'm going to church. I'm going to go to church. It's been a wasted day. It's not been a good day today at all. It's been wasted unnecessarily. Wasting my time. So, when he finally calls me mate. Hello, mate. I'm his mum. What's he calling me mate for? Have you got the wrong phone number? Why is my son calling me mate? So my son says to me, hello, mate. I'm in McDonald's. Have you got the wrong phone number? I'm your mum. I wasn't angry, I wasn't cross. I said, David, 5 minutes, I'm going to see you for 5 minutes. I've had it before and I've had trouble by the co-op. I've had trouble on the field. It's not my son's fault, but trouble follows me. and I don't want it. I'm not in the mood for it. I don't want to get cross. Just do what you got to do. Take those giggling girls with you. I'm not his mate, I'm his mum. So basically, he gets off the phone and I just carry on with my business. And I see about half an hour later, 3 people smiling, looking towards my balcony with boxes in their hands that looks like takeaway food. And they're looking up at the balcony like I'm going to call my mum and start moaning. And I don't call my mum. I'm probably going to see my mum tomorrow. And you know, my mum gives me loads of stuff, doesn't she? My mum always gives me something. Even if she hasn't got the money, she'll give me something. So I don't know what all the fuss is about. Walking down the fucking opposite side of the road. I've got McDonald's. She hasn't got any. Ha ha ha. Looking at me like that. Well, they can't look at me because I'm in the darkness behind the blind, but I can see them giggling and laughing. Look what we've got. And it's not funny. It's sick. And it happens every time. Either my son or my mum calls. People get agitated. So I went to the loo just now, and next door are virtually outside my door talking, and I can hear them going, Mum, outside. It's not my son, it's her son. So I've got someone talking about a son outside my door, virtually, and it's not my son, it's her son next door. So that rubs salt in the wound, doesn't it? I just think someone wants to... I don't know what it is. I don't know. You get on your feet. I've got money. I've got money. I don't know what they're laughing at. They're dummies. What are they laughing at? I've got money. I've cooked my own bloody dinner, even though I'm supposed to not be able to look after myself. And I've got a son calling me mate. Wow. I'm always on my own. Always. Always have been, always will be. See you later.